Hello all, welcome back to the Geometry tutorials. In this session we will be discussing the continuation of the brute force technique. So the next problem that is going to discuss in this brute force technique are closest pair and convex cell. So first we will see the closest pair problem. So this problem comes under the category of combinatorial geometry, where we generate different combinations and using the geometrical figures, something like that. So here the problem is we are given an input of set of n points, and the output should be returning the two closest points in that n points. That is, if we are given a set of n points with their coordinates, like from the points like p1, p2, p3, so on up to pn points with their respective coordinates like x1, x2, x1, y1, x2, y2, and so on. So it will finally return the 2 points which are closest to each other. So let us assume that there is a plane here, an xy plane, and there are some set of n points randomly here. So for example, here I'll be taking 6 points like p1, p2, p3, p4, p5 and p6 randomly, as shown like that. So here the output is, in this problem we need to return what are the 2 points that are closest to each other. Like we compute the distance between the points, and we should be returning which are the 2 points that are closest to each other. So from the diagram we can easily conclude that 3 and 4 are the closest points, because we can see that on the board itself. But how does the system do this one? When the coordinates are given for the points from p1 to p6, it should be computing the distance, and it should return the answer as 3 and 4 here for this example. So now we also know the formula for calculating the distance between the 2 points in a plane, that is given as root over xi minus yi whole square plus yi minus yj whole square. So that will give the distance between the 2 points pi and pj. So if we substitute that I and j values as 1 and 2, the distance between p1 and p2 will be given as root over x12 minus x2 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So that is a formula, we already know that formula. So now in brute force technique, how does we follow this one is, so since brute force is a straightforward approach, we don't follow any logic here. Simply we compute the distance between each pair of points, that is, we compute the distance between p1 and p2, then we go with the next pair, that is p1 and p3, then we go with the other points, that is p1, p4, p1, p5, p1, p6. So like this we compute all the distance from the point starting point 1, so 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, and we note down all the pair of points, that is the distance between those pair of points. Then after computing these pairs, then we again compute the remaining pairs, that is the distance between p2 and p3, then with p2 and p4, similarly p2, p6, p2, p5. So similarly we find all the possible pairs with 3, 4 and 5 also. So we get totally the number of combinations equal to n into n minus 1 by 2. So the algorithm goes like this. So here initially we take some minimum variable is equal to infinity. So let us assume that the minimum distance is infinity now. Now from I equal to 1 to n, the n points, and for j equal to 1 to n. So if I is not equal to j, because we are not going to compute the distance between the same point, like p1 to p1 again. So if I and j are not equal, we compute the value of dij is equal to the distance between these 2 points using the formula there, which we already know how to compute the distance between the 2 points. Then if dij is less than the minimum element, then we store the index of the points I and j as m and n, and we also store the values of the dmin equal to minimum, and we store the value also there. So finally at the end of the algorithm we will return the m comma n, which are the points which are closest to each other. So this is how brute force technique solves the problem of closest pair. So it simply computes the distance between all pair of points and returns the least value. Now we discuss about the next problem in the sequence, that is convex cell problem. So this is also a problem which is coming under combinatorial geometrics. So here the problem is, again in a plane we are given set of n points, and we need to decide which are the points that are forming a convex shape, right? So first of all we go with what is meant by convex shape. So when there are different shapes given, so how to determine whether this is a convex or concave. So taking the following examples, so let us discuss which are the shapes that are convex and which are not convex shapes. Now convex shape is nothing but a shape in which if you take any two arbitrary points, the line joining that point should be again belonging to the same region or else the same shape. So those shapes are called as convex shapes. So here, for example, in the first image, if I take 2 points randomly at any location within the shape like that, and we can draw a line joining those 2 points. So the entire line again belongs to the same shape, that is within the shape. So we can call that as a convex shape, right? So if you take the third image there, the third image, you can see the third example. If I take 2 random points in that shape anywhere like that, and if I join the line with those 2 points, you can see that the line is going out of the shape. A part of the line is not within the shape, so we can conclude that it is not a convex shape. So similarly, if I consider all the remaining images, you can see that the first one is the convex, the second one, a circle, is also a convex shape, the third one is not a convex shape, the fourth one, which is like a crescent moon, that is also not a convex shape. So the remaining, you can see that the images which I have given a tick mark are the convex shapes, which are with into marks are not the convex shape. Sorry, the fourth one is also not a convex. So the crescent moon is also not a convex shape. So this is the definition of a convex shape here. So now when the set of points are given like this one, for example, if I take different points in a plane, so let us consider an example here. So we have taken 8 points here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points in the shape. Now if I join all the points with a regular order like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as a shape, it will give you the shape as this one, which is some irregular shape, and now this is not a convex shape, of course. So now to conclude which are the points that conclude a convex shape among these, like among these 8 points, there are only few points which make it as a convex shape. So how does this brute force technique follow is, again like previous problem, it takes all the pairs, like for example here you can see the first pair of points 1 and 2. So there is a line joining 1 and 2. Now here it will extend this line 1 and 2 like that, and it will check whether all the remaining points are on one side of this line. So if all the other points, when you join this line and extend that line, if all the other points are on one side of this line, then we can consider that 1 and 2 can be considered as the line joining the convex shape. So we can consider that 1, 2 is a line joining is in the convex shape. Then we consider the next pair of points, that is 1, 2, 1, 3, and this is the line joining 1, 3, and if you extend that line 1, 3, of course you can see that the points 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are on one side of the line and 2 is on the other side of the line. So the line joining 1, 3 cannot be considered as the convex shape. So that's why it cannot be considered for the convex hull problem. Then again we go with the other points like 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7. So you can assume that by seeing the diagram itself, if I join the lines for 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, only the last possible combination, that is 1, 8 will give you the convex shape. So the remaining all points can be considered as not in the convex hull problem, not considered as the output. So now we can see that 1, 8, if you extend that line, all the remaining points, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are on one side of that line. So after mentioning all that, only 1, 2 and 1, 8 are the two lines with the combination of the 1.1 are the lines which are in the convex hull. Similarly, we repeat the process for the 0.2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 also. Then for example, if I consider all the points that are in the convex hull, you can see that the points 4 and 7 are never in any pair of the points that are generated. That is, you can see with the 2 and 3 combinations, with the pair combination of 2, only 2, 3 is the line, the remaining 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8 doesn't belong to this convex hull. Of course the 1, 2 or 2, 1 both are same, so we ignore that combination of 2 and 1. So in this only 2, 3 belongs to that Similarly, if you take the next combination, that is with 3, we can easily guess that only 3, 5 is the only line that can be considered for the convex hull. And when you compare with the 4, the next point 4, so with the pair 4, you can see that 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4, 8 or any other combination doesn't work, and similarly for 7 it doesn't work. So finally it will conclude that from all the points that are available, the points are, so those are the lines that are present in the convex hull. So the shape is obtained in that way, so where the 4 and 7 are not present in the convex hull. So here the output of this problem is, when this convex hull problem is given some points, that is from P1 to P8 with their coordinates. So we follow in the brute force technique, we write all the combinations, all the pairs, and we check whether all the remaining points are at the one end of this line or the other end. So we use the formula for Ax plus Vy plus C using the slope formula. So either it should, all the other points should be either negative or positive. So if some are positive and some are negative, we can conclude that the points are on either side of the line, so you can ignore those points. So here for this problem, the output is, when the 8 points are given, the output is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. You can ignore 4 and 7, which are not the part of the convex shape. So that is how the brute force technique, actually we have written only the few combinations here. It will check all the remaining combinations also, and it will check whether they belong to the convex shape or not. So the algorithm will be given here. So this is how brute force technique solves the remaining geometrical problems such type of using the straightforward approach.